Hello. I'm live. I'm live. All right. I'm going to share now. I talk a little bit. All right. Let me. I am sharing my channel to other places. All right. Okay. I have to. Let's smoke some weed, and I am going to talk about yesterday. I went over to the source and I picked up Apple Fritter Hybrid by Sauce. And by the way, I can just take this off like this. I got this from Sauce, the Sauce Essentials, and it holds this, and you can hold your car keys or whatever. You know, I just have it to hold that. And it's a lanyard. And then I got the Sauce keychain. And the Sauce. And you can put your, put this, goes right in here. Like say you want to, you can put it in here. See, you're out and about. But me, I like the lanyard. Just hook that up. You can, here I'm going to go and share it. So I'm going to, oh, it needs to be blown out so you can blow it out. So you blow it out. It told me that you could blow it out. Also, it's really good resin. So you get a whole ounce of resin. So anyway, I got some saucy stuff and let me get ready and I will do my comedy act. And I gotta go and see, before I go on to TikTok, because of the fact that they have a lot of rules for me. So, all right. Yeah. We're going to be talking about getting fished. One of my favorite things to talk about is getting fished because I gotten fished a whole lot. We will be talking about aliens in a certain sense, you know, like in we will be talking about feeling that, before you're 21, the things you did and the things you do now that you don't think about until somebody asks you for your ID. And it just kind of brings memories. So I hope everybody's been having a good weekend. For me, it's a long weekend, which is cool. Up, when you really need it, you go, wow, I got a weekend coming up. All right. When they're longer, they're easier to put in. Then when they get short, it's like fighting. Oh gosh, it's stuck on something. Uh, Trying to figure out best way to put it. Been There's a lot of snakes out there. The snake lady seems to find the male snakes a lot. You go online and you're saying only real inquiries, no men who are married, uh, engaged in a long term relationship. Go find other women who will do that. They don't, don't knock on my door. But then I get okay. I went and had a friend on fake book because that's what I call it. Most of the people are fake on there. They're all telling you, "Oh, my life is wonderful, and I got all this wonderful stuff." Oh, I didn't go live yet. Hi, I'm the snake lady, and I'm talking about all I've been being hustled. I have been. I've definitely been fished. I could own a whole fishing costume. I can. I'm fished. How many of you all been fished before? Yeah, I've been fished, but it costs me gasoline usually. It's usually on the dating sites. So we're going to talk about you women getting mad at the men. You women need to get mad at your men, and all start doing background checks. Yeah, where you put the man's name in, find out how many dating sites he all's on. They go by his phone number too. You all know that you men going to be buying some burner phones when you get home. And any man that has a OnlyFans, they're paying for sex. So you better make sure he gets a VD test. You all think that is funny, but it's true. hmm OnlyFans, you got all these women who, big name brands, they made it in some reality show, but they're too, let's just put it this way. They were expected to make that kind of money all the time, and suddenly they're destitute and they're saying, hey, my husband hasn't worked in years, and I got to take care of my mom. I got two kids, another one on the way. We got to get some money going on because I became an OnlyFans girl. I paid off everything. My man and I drive a nice car and make it act like it's a family ordeal thing. And I'm thinking, no one's going to pay $500 for a crotch shot, honey. You doing a lot of patty caking. Yeah, that's right. There's a lot of patty caking going on. So I don't think that, you know, and that's how I feel. hmm Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We have Brenda here. We're talking about being fished. So I went online and I see this guy. I go, God dang, he looked fine. Ooh, he looked good. He said he got a car, he got a job, and he works hard. And I'm like, ooh, wee. Those are nice things. He got all his teeth. He kind of looked like the blonde version of the the Incredibles. You ever see that movie? He was like with the red hair, but he was blonde. He had that kind of look and everything. It's like he had a twin brother. One was with red. So anyway, I go there. He's not in the best part of town. He's in that part of town where your life is sucking. So I go there and I notice one thing. He's wearing pants and it's really hot. I'm like wondering, okay, all right. You're wearing pants when everyone's wearing shorts. I realize the reason why some people wear pants because they might have a government issue bracelet. He showed me. He never mentioned that, and he lied. He said he had all these things. He's a hardworking man. Selling drugs isn't hard work. You all got to get that right, and that's what he told me he wanted to do. I said, wow. These are things that he did not specify in our talks. He acted like he got things going on, and I go there. Then there's some bitch. He don't got nothing going on. He all got an ankle bracelet. It's just it's just something else. I couldn't believe it. I was like, really? You all got an ankle bracelet, and you're just yeah. I've been fished. Yep. I remember leaving and he was just like so mad at me. Whoa, what did I say? No, it's not. Hello. All right. It's it's like it's not what you said, dude. It's what you didn't say. And what you lied about. Saying you got a job. I almost wanted to tell him, honey, you need to go on OnlyFans, date other women. Maybe people will date you per date or whatever, get out of the drug game because it obviously isn't paying off. Apparently, he had a lot more problems than what he ever came out. I don't think his wife was an nincompoop. I think she was a smart one. She left. I was a smarter one. I left. Oh boy. I was like, you smell weird. You just don't look right. In person and in pictures, I realized a lot of people use really old pictures and that like reels them in because when you see what they look like, you're like, oh crap, you really aged like crap. Ooh, 10 years. Yeah, you don't use 10-year-old pictures. You all I don't mind a couple years, but God bless 10 years, 20 years. Come on. Oh, you want to hear about being taken? I was taken by a friend on Facebook. You all don't understand. Thank you. Hello. The snake lady's telling you about all my stories. Don't forget over here on YouTube, smash that thumbs up and become a subscriber. Today we're talking about being fished right now. Oh, I got lots. Oh boy, this guy, talked to him, when I was just a friend, never, went out of context, would tell me if there was a really good yard sale or whatever was going on in my area. And I was like, ooh, this guy's good. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you. So I all win, and I'm thinking, well, I'm going to go. Ooh, yeah. He's like, after I had been divorced, he asked me to go for a hot tub party, and I'm thinking, God, the guy looks pretty good. Why not? He's not going to fish me. He's not saying, hey, by the way, let me show you a real picture of myself so I won't get like thinking like I did. God dang, I'm thinking I did. God bless. Not only did he look way, gosh, he had to go sideways out of his door. He was a big man. I said, "Oop, nope." That didn't happen. My friend said, "How was that hot tub?" I said, "I got in that hot tub fast, lickety split, got my hot tub experience in." And when he got in and we talked a bit, I said, "Well, I'm going to go. I'm really hot now. Thank you for your time and see you later." And that was it. I never talked to him after that. He pissed me off. I said, "You all fished me." You, yeah, I'm not done. Oh, we got farting man to go talk about. He took two different pills or something and it just crapped him up, literally. And then I'm like, "Oh hell, you all got the rumblings down there. You call up your date and you tell her either you want to hear me fart for a couple hours or we can redo this date. Is a good idea because there's nothing like your first time going out with somebody and you're like getting he's a good looking man and all he does is fart and fart. And then he went in the bathroom for an hour and a half. By the time he got out, I was ready for home. And I told him that. I said, "You know what? I'm ready for that home experience." So he drove me back home. And he said, "You got a better car than me. And you're asking me for a ride here and there." I go, "I couldn't afford the gas, y'all. You're making more money than me." And then I said, "By the way, next time you go on a date with somebody, make sure you're fart free. That was the hardest drive back home. Oh Lord, I had that thing. He made a deal about he had a hard time putting his windows up, and his air conditioning was piss poor. I had the most horrible ride ever there and back. I was just like, good Lord. So he actually got it where the back one would like kind of open up on the side. And you're like, "Oh Lord, it's cooler." Oh my God. Yeah. Fartomatic. Mm-mm. Yeah, don't miss that one. I feel fished. When you all are living a conveniency apartments and you're not making the money, you're not like, "Hey, I got a bunch of cash in there. I'm waiting for that, for my perfect house, and I'm just doing this right now. I'm going to go come pick you up, not bitch about it, not have your car smell like an old dump truck, or you have your car smell nice." God dang, some men just, it looks like something from a horror flick. I'm afraid to find a body in there. Oh God, yeah, that's just nasty. Thank you for coming here. This is a snake lady. We're going to make you laugh, forget about your problems. Hopefully, you will have a good time. I'm smoking sauce. It's called apple. It's called apple fritter. See, when I pull over here, I can smoke here, and then I don't get in trouble with the viewers here. So that keeps everybody happy. Uh, yep. Oh yeah. I remember it was just birthday. There was this favorite band playing. I really wanted to go there. I wanted to hear that band because they started getting big, and I said, "Whoa, golly, I better go there." So, all my friends were 21. I was the only one that was 20, so I borrowed one of my friends' IDs, and I went there, and I dressed like I was an OnlyFans girl, all gussied up, like really, because you want them to look at you thinking you're older, so you dress all hoary, and you'll get in many places, and I got into there, got to hear the band, and then I had memories. I never used the ID ever again. That person got another ID because that old one, they never said nothing. I was so excited. to see that band. I was afraid to use the ID to even buy alcohol. I was just happy to see. So I was just drink Coca-Cola. They never said nothing. I had a feeling though, if I would have got alcohol, they would really look hard. Woo, yeah. Even though nobody was being carded, I got a feeling that I would have been carded and kicked out. And I didn't want to get kicked out because they kicked out several people while I was in there. That means you pay your money and get kicked out. No, that's not going to happen. Oh yeah. Fake IDs are fun, but sometimes they can get you. My ex brother-in-law. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. He used to use his brother's ID. They had the same haircut, everything. Looked just about the same. Used his ID till it was no longer usable. More or less, he was drinking before he was 21. Oh my lord. He's a functioning alcoholic. I used to joke with my daddy. I said, they have all these weird, all these kind of things that happen. And then you hear about ancient aliens, that show. And then they talk about, well, aliens coming down here teaching us stuff. What if an alien didn't really mean to teach something and then we take it the wrong way and make a whole religion out of it? I mean, maybe we're just teaching them to make macaroni. And a guy in Utah goes, "Hey, Angel Roni." And it really was just an alien going, God dang, we got another week before we could get picked up by the mothership, and we got just a bunch of macaroni and this crazy guy asking for help and money. Let's give him some macaroni and give him that cool book that we made last week while we were waiting, whatever. You give him this cool book and stuff, and he just goes, woo, 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 we're going to make a religion. Oh, I'm going to marry a lot of women. I tend to think when women are not included, the man can marry a lot of women. What about the other way around? I don't like religions where the women get the short end of the stick. If we're going to make up shit, might as well make up, the woman gets something, we get a little bit, more. I get to marry about 12 men, I get one man each day of the week, one day out of the month. I can give them a break, so they have me one day out of the month. I don't know. I mean, God dang. The more, we all make up a new religion, the Mormon religion. That's right. An alien came down, looked like a angel. They said they were having a costume party and got, stranded here for a bit, but I believe they were aliens. I don't care what they said. They gave me some macaroni and told me, here's a book, and you could find a bunch of gold over here, there, and wherever. I sure did. They called themselves the angel about that. And now I got a new religion. A man that can marry X amount of women. Yeah. Oh God. I really do think the aliens just messed with that guy over in Utah. He got a whole new religion, thinking about getting laid about, a different wife every day of the week or something, and that's some men's dream. One wife is not feeling it. You got like 6 more to go. They all can't be bad. So, in the sense of an alien god, that guy over in Utah, he's a Mormon, the big Mormon. Well, here it is, you got the Mormon thing going on, and bada boom, bada, they got a whole new thing because aliens help a guy, and he goes, wow, this is cool. They look like angels. So it's gotta be religious, and you gotta add about 12 women, and have 12 wives. I don't get this. I don't hear of any religion where you have a bunch of women. Let's just get this straight. I'm just like, fuck. I want religion with a bunch of men. I got a bunch of husbands. Look, I got like 24 of them. I tried to get a month's worth, but I can't afford it. That's just getting expensive. Because you got to afford to take all care of all these people. So if a woman marries a bunch of men, is that more economy for her? I married about 24 men. We're just making the money hand over fist, really. Woo! Oh, and don't forget to I really appreciate you all. So, yeah, and here it is. It's like put it, I just think that is funny. Aliens come and visit. Hey, let's make a new religion. Yeah. Aliens are going. "Oh, God, I just was making them dinner. I said that we're making macaroni. Not my name was macaroni. Ah, jeez. The other guy's sitting there going, "Oh, hey, don't look at me. I was wearing the suit and you told me to put on the alien suit. Now I'm stuck looking odd." You know what I mean? See, aliens coming, they're not they're waiting for their mothership because their ship had something going on. So they're like, okay, we gotta somebody comes up, and they interact with them. They all interact. And so they got a new religion. Every time an alien gets shipwrecked or something for a moment or stays on the planet, God dang, we got a new religion. Man, my great grandma still thinks that Jesus is an alien. Actually, my daddy thought Jesus was. He was just somebody that wanted to get us out of the matrix. He's sitting there going, "Oh God, they're not getting it. I'm going to have to put more metaphors and stuff." I don't know. I got Super Lexor. The his right hand man was Lexor. He was like the Superman, and you know Lexor was not going to get nothing except what was offered by the other god. Yep. And what was his name? He took all that silver. Now he's he's a vampire. That's what they say. That's what some movies said. He's a vampire. But I think he's just living a long time, driving people nuts. Oh, hello, Alexandria. Well, here it is. I've been fished. I had guys sit there and say they had a car and they didn't. They had money. They invited me out to dinner. And I go, "Well, how are we going to get to dinner?" And, you promised me a movie. Please get the movie. No, can't go for that. So, you want to me, like you said, you have this really nice vehicle. Where is it? Damn burping spiders are around here. I gotta evacuate them. So you all tell me what happened when I walk up there and he all got I'm like first time meeting him. He didn't tell me he got a police issued bracelet. Oh boy, talk about being I went, "Oh Lord." When I left and I said he no longer looked good to me, honey, his pictures, they matched. They would have all matched 10 years ago. Man, you all out, and you're living on Skid Row. Don't tell your future girlfriend that you like and that's what you do. And you all going, "Wow, you're going to get in trouble every 5 years or so. We're going to lose everything." Oh, hell, I need someone only doing something different. Then my other boyfriend, oh, he thought that OnlyFans is where you send sexy pictures to people and sexy videos, and you sometimes do videos with people, and it's kind of cool. And that's all you all do. Oh bullshit! Goddamn, you all played if you believe that. If you all think that OnlyFans is, oh man, you all been fished, because OnlyFans is for the working girls. They play patty cake, the real thing. That's where the real money is. The pictures are like a part-time job, like you make very minimum. Because you all know, I think that what I heard is right. Okay, plus all the other fees. They had all kinds of fees. It cost me lots of money each month. So I finally quit OnlyFans because men don't just want you to buy the pictures. They want the love and touch. And Snake Lady said, oh no, I'm not going to get no VD on here. So here I am. Yep, I'm working at the chicken factory. I'm a chicken inspector. I inspect them. I look at them and they're little chippers. Chip, 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 chip. I call them little chirpers. And they're just so cute. Yep, I work at the chicken factory here in Pahrump, Nevada. Yes, I'm making that up. Okay, don't go looking at it and bitch to me later. I just keeping my in the comment, keeping my name of the place a little bit far back right now. We all could just say chicken factory, and I can say I'm with a bunch of chippers who just can't keep their mouth shut sometimes. And you all know who those men are. They're the big talkers, you know? You all know that. You know the men that act like I work with a lot of men, and I'm like, there'll be another lady coming in 2 hours, or they're on the other side. And you all know how that is. So I am the only woman working with a bunch of guys, and I can burp out the best to them, and I can definitely put them to shame. Thank you, Alexandra. It is so good to see you. I always get some restriction on the smoking thing. I forget. So I got to pull over here. Or if I smoke from here, I got to go over here. Because if I don't, I get spanked. I all thank you for joining me here. It's really nice. It's a good Saturday. I hope you're going to have a long weekend like me. I love you all. Now, here over in Pahrump, Nevada, we have a Walmart. Just like all the others, we even have says, you know, you go in St. Pahrump and all the other stuff. This is visited Pahrump and Area 51, all kinds of stuff there. It's really nice. It's relatively reasonable. Same price that you pay over at Albertsons. Got the same thing. Really does. And it's amazing. I don't think that is wonderful. So when you're over at Walmart here in Pahrump, I brought out when I first started, you know, I brought out recently, you know, I started using it where I use my phone, you wave it. It is so cool. You don't have to take out your card. You feel safe. You wave it. It's done. You click on the site and you're like, woo, woo, woo. I did something easy. Woo, woo. Walmart's a whole different story, guys. You feel like you're playing the Harry Potter game in a different sense. You're not holding a little wand. You're holding your phone first, and you're told, no, you can't. So you put in your pocket or phone away, and you go and you get your wallet. You open that up, and you get your card out. You start waving. No, you can't wave that either. You got to stick it in. Oh, it's the after hours party. Let me just stick that in there. Make it easier, Walmart here. You make enough money, you all. Just if the other stores that you have shut down, just bring the good, equipment that I can wave my phone on, and I won't have to worry about that, you all. I don't know if they have fake stuff going on, but they had that symbol where it shows you can wave your electronic appliance on. Well, they said they had the same symbol at a pyramid, and they put the phone on that symbol and they got internet. Do you think that came from that satellite that goes around, and it's this big ancient satellite? And I'm thinking maybe they had free internet, and I'm thinking, good lord, do you think that they had better stuff then and now, and it was free? You didn't have to pay for internet. Like, one area was really fast, and another area was kind of slow, and you moved not because of the river or whatever. It was because you got that free internet and you work your stuff. And here it is, the ancient times, and they're think about it. You have mudslides, all those things after 2,000 years. Plastic stuff breaks down. You have all that. We probably have free internet, and people now they had to reboot everything. And down the road they go, oh, let's just charge them internet, because that's what I was thinking. Then they had a girl on the internet. Y'all, she was pretending to be somebody's daughter, some famous lady's daughter, and it was like she became a sensation overnight, and now people are like going, what the hell, you made that up because you had nothing better to do? Oh, I just wanted to see how gullible people were. Yeah, I wonder how many people you lied to. If you're going to lie that big, well, you're going to lie that big all the time. Sit there and say she was Nicole Kidman's daughter. You heard about that one? Oh yeah, she put a big old lie out, and it was like bad. I thought to myself, Jesus, you got somebody just fibbing away. Mm-mm-mm. And I just don't know what to say. So, whew. Yeah, I really did get fished, and somebody was wearing a police ankle bracelet, and they did not know what they didn't know what they said. That upset me. It wasn't what they said, it's what the lack of which they didn't tell me that their career goals were kind of not really. And the only reason why they want to leave Las Vegas is because the police know them as being what their career goal is, and it's selling drugs. And I don't want to move every 10 years because you're too lazy to get a good career, or I don't know. All I thought was, I need to get out of this situation. So I told the guy, no, you're not it. No, no, you're kind of scary, and I'm not in a good area. I was just like, I made it home literally on a prayer. So yeah, I think that my feeling is yes, there are aliens. I think that they tried to help us out and not want to be made into gods, and were, and then they make this whole religion around them. So there. There we go. All right. All right. Thank you, damned everyone. If you want to catch me elsewhere too, I'm on YouTube as Omega Forever Perump. Don't forget to add me. I will have more content out and different things that I talk about. And we will connect again tomorrow at 7. So have a wonderful rest of the day. And don't forget, there you go. So give out roses and, like I always say, keep love, laughter, and knowledge in life. Live to the fullest and keep pursuing what you love. So everyone have a wonderful rest of the day. And I will be seeing you tomorrow. Bye. There you go. I usually cut out early from TikTok. I always get a restriction. It doesn't even matter now if I smoke it or not. You know, I'm like, crap. Why not go for the old fashioned? Let's go for a joint. I use my new eyeliner. I love it. It really, works well. So as soon as I get extra money, I don't have the extra money to get the colors I want. I got some zits. Uh, hey, Greg. Uh, yes, I found. I actually watched some comedians and literally watched. I haven't watched comedians. I've read their books, but to watch them and how they remember stuff. So that's what I did. I used Bill Maher's ideas and incorporated it in my show. And it worked out. I'm like, well, I'll do that again, gives me more, to go for. In fact, I'm going to put an idea board right where you guys can't see, but I can see. And I'm getting much better in talking about that, because they're stand-up comics. But if I stand up, it's more like a sit-down comic here. But when you stand up, I got to get used to doing that too. But I'm being lazy. And I really do love making people laugh because I I don't know how many times that I watched Adam Sandler, not even as a stand-up comedian, but his movies, Happy Gilmore and all those, movies that we all talk about or have seen. Those have been my go-to. The Happy Madison Company, watching the comedies that's been put out because it's yeah, now he puts out stuff with Netflix, so it's pretty cool. I would be the best that I can, and I believe comedy. It what I love about comedy, it doesn't matter your age. at all, you know. So I'm gonna be honest, I was happy with the show because I took time and thought about what I was going to talk about, how I was going to talk about. I watch other people, I'll get ideas that will be not even similar, but will give me an idea from what I heard. Oh, I should do this. So now on, I'm going to have my paper and, my stuff near me so I can get ideas to talk about and to be funny with you guys. So come here, join me with a joint. It's Saturday evening. I'm not going to work, not working at the chicken factory. I'm keeping my work out of the whole thing, I mean, it's just is what it is. But my next door neighbors, oh Jesus Christ, we had um, a fire out in back of our place. There was an RV that was back there, and it caught. My dad called it Jewish lightning. It got fire, and the fire was getting close to our house, and I guess they were watering outside, and I didn't even know this was going on. I was all asleep. So I hope everyone has a safe and wonderful evening filled with love, laughter, and knowledge. Well, I'm glad you liked it. There'll be more to come. Snake Lady is here to stay. Yes, I love the wig. The wig is from the idea of Rosanna Dana, one of my favorite comedians who died of cancer. And it's kind of like keeping her alive in my heart. Rosanna Dana. Never mind. Yeah, I've been fished. And it's easier to talk while I'm wearing this wig and stuff. 'Cause you can almost see, yeah, you've been fished, but in my mind. So yeah, it's been funny. If you have any other questions, I'm just drinking coffee. Yes, I do drink a certain brand because regular coffee has been acidic for me and causing me heartburn. So if something is causing you heartburn and you feel like shit, you don't take it. It's like, well, I eat chocolate and I break out and my lips get real big, but my boyfriend likes my big lips, but I'm going to take it anyway. I got an idea for tomorrow and it's going to be pretty good. I have a lip exerciser thing that's hilarious looking, and I went and used it, and yeah, you'll get the idea of what my friend's kids probably said. Wow, you look like a doll. Not no way that you know, you need to put that away. So anyway, I have been smoking sauce. They had them on sale yesterday. This apple fritter, the apple fritter must have been something new come out, but the apple fritter is 50% off. And it has it where if it gets stuck, you just blow it out. It's an easy blowout. You can blow it out real easy. It's nice and smooth. Taste. This is something that you could actually have a coffee that has like an apple flavor and it can accent it off. Or if you're drinking alcohol and you're drinking a wine that is flavored like an apple, there you go. A great accent. So when you're sipping, you can take it in. Yeah. Feeling the sauce. Or if you want to, you can just do it the old-fashioned way and smoke the weed. Every way is good. And then I got this. Do, do, do. And then you put your here too, over in here. Woo-hoo. I'm sharing with everyone, so I'm just going to leave it out here. I got my lanyard from Sauce and say, oh my gosh, I need to share with everyone. There we go. We're playing the share game. Woo! I never thought in my life that I would be going, yeah, I'm going to go to the dispensary, and then when you come back, they ask, oh, what's on sale and stuff. And it's not just like us girls. It's, all your friends, if you got guy friends, they'll, oh yeah, when you get, it's neat. I never thought that I'd be going to a dispensary to get weed, but I've never, like this one lady said about going into back alleys. I never went to the back alleys in Detroit. You just went to this one bar and they knew who you were and you hand them the money and they gave you a lot of weed. I never got caught. I never got pulled over, nothing. No. Wasn't in a back alley. It was in a nice, safe bar. Bartender looked like he could have been that he's been smoking for a while, and he looked cool. Just this old white dude, selling weed. No big deal in a safe place. He grew it, and my friend Crazy Christine told him it was like he didn't sell to everybody. He usually you just oh that's what I did. You see, I bought onion rings, and he put the weed with onion rings. Always you had to buy something, so I bought a Reuben sandwich and onion rings. Oh God, that was a good Reuben sandwich. Oh, really? Yeah, it does look cheap. It's just I'm trying to figure out what long wig I can get that, would be kind of poofy. So I'm kind of on funds. I'm kind of on the broke side for a bit. So you guys got to deal with the way the wig is. It just I'm going to see about how I can repurpose that wig and use it. Maybe I can brush it out and do something with it. I gotta think out of the box, baby, because I am broke. I really am. They haven't had OT in my work for a while. That's why I'm doing two different effects. I'm going on TikTok, and they always get me for doing this. So yeah. Yeah, I know. I'll see what I could do with the wig. I'll maybe stick like snakes out of it. I got little snakes. No, it was just a big wig. I think she got a wig that was curly like mine, and when the curls aren't all like cascading out, it, it looks cheap. So she probably brushed it out and have like something on there to hold it down to make it look, you know. I don't I don't think that she bought it to look that way. It ended up being that way because she probably brushed it out. Because I could guarantee it could look similar. I can't find. They used to sell her wigs back in the day. Back in the 90s, you could find her. They had Rosanna Dana wigs on eBay. But that's so close from the 80s. You know, I don't know. I've never seen anyone. My grandmother, every Halloween would talk about what was there. And usually, what came in California for that Halloween, you came into Michigan the following Halloween. That's what you would expect to see. And there was never any, Saturday Night Live, SNL people. Now, the Blues Brothers were the first ones I seen, but that was it. There's people that were high schoolers who watched the Blues Brothers and who would dress like them, but not for Halloween, but for every day. I don't know. I'd have to look. It just looked like a big fluffy wig, unless she had more than one. Could be. Could be. I don't know. Yeah, it really sucks when, you know, my finances shook. Oh, Jesus, help me have luck. Because that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I told my roommate, look, I do want to buy this house. I also want to go through stuff I would like to have, since I'm going to look at the living room right now as a room of loss. I won't be able to use it. I could go through stuff eventually, but right now it's an unusable space for me. So I have the kitchen, I have the other bedroom, and I'm thinking, well, I told my son, I go, I'm worried about, my daughter's friend. And I thought, to make sure there's space for her if she has a stepfather that's a real ass hat, that she has a safe place to go. And I want to have my kitchen look real nice and clean, and have the dining room area where I can watch TV with my son and we can sit there instead of having the kitchen where it's just like nowhere to sit. So, yeah, I have lots to do. So, I will think and pray for you guys, and you pray for me. It'll be good. See you tomorrow. 7. It should be a little bit after 7:15. So, be good.